All right. Number 2. Get to the right page. Find dy dx.
Simple enough.
X cubed plus y cubed is equal to 18 times x times y. Josh is like, spoke too soon. All right, so basically, from left to right, we're going to differentiate each piece, okay? Any x term is just like normal, okay? So the derivative of x cubed, you would normally tell me is 3x squared. Look at that. You already did the first part.
So we just do that for the x terms?
Plus, not yet. We're not done. Now, when we get to y terms, we are taking the derivative of y with respect to x, okay? That is why what I did up here when I had the derivative of y squared was 2y, y prime, okay? So now, this is going to be 3y squared. So we take it just like normal, but we always end up multiplying it by y prime. Is equal to, now we have a product rule, okay, because now I have x and y involved. You can either write the 18 at both times, or you can just write it out front and then multiply it through at the end. It really doesn't matter. I'm probably just going to do it on both pieces. But so in general, the product rule says what?
Derivative of the inside. Wait, so like
The inside pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
U prime v.
Okay, so it's normally u v prime plus u prime v. So we're going to do the same thing. 18 is going to be attached to the x. So initially we copy down 18x. Now I'm taking the derivative of y. So the derivative of y to the first would be 1, okay? But then I've got to
Minus y
prime the y, so this is just going to be y prime. Plus the derivative of the first, so 18x would be 18 times the second, which is just y. So now you've done the hard part. You've done the calculus. Now we're to basic algebra. Or maybe not so basic. We're to algebra. Okay? I need to now get all the y prime terms on one side and all the terms that don't have a y prime on the other side. So I'm going to move this one to the left, and I'm going to move this to the right. Okay? So I've got 3y squared y prime minus 18x y prime is equal to negative 3x squared plus 18y. So I've done step 2. Step 3 says to factor out the y prime. So I can take a y prime out of both pieces. So I've got y prime times 3y squared minus 18x is equal to negative 3x squared plus 18y. And then I simply divide this stuff away to solve for y prime. And so y prime is equal to negative 3x squared plus 18y divided by 3y squared minus 18x. Now, is there anything else that you see I can do?
You can take the y out of the top and then make the bottom 3 just 3y. Can you do that? You can't do that?
Nope, because they're being added.
Take 3 out of both.
I can take a 3 out of the top and a 3 out of the bottom, okay, because this would be 3 times negative x squared plus 6y, and on the bottom I would have 3 times y squared minus 6x. And so then 3's cancel, so ultimately we reduce down to negative x squared plus 6y divided by y squared minus 6x. So the hardest part was the calculus, right? Maybe not.
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
gotta then
Hmm?
Nathan said, I think we should do another one. We were like, well, here we are.
I would hope you need to do a lot more than just the one. Because I think on the next one you're going to be confused if I stopped. 4 x squared is equal to x minus y over x plus y. What do I have here? A quotient.
wait, that's real.
What?
I think that's real.
I forgot.
You forgot
Now,
quotient.
what I'm going to tell you is you have two options. You can run a quotient rule, which might be kind of miserable. Or we could multiply both sides by x plus y. And I could have a product rule instead. And no fractions.
Let's do that.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm going to have x squared times x plus y is equal to x minus y. Now, don't product rule yet. Distribute first. Make your life easier. X cubed plus x squared y is equal to x minus y. Now, that right there, now my product rule is just this piece instead of having to product rule this, which would mean I would end up having, in a sense, like a chain rule. That's why I just made my life easier. Okay, so now the actual derivative part, derivative of x cubed,
3x squared.
3x squared, plus, now I'm going to do the product rule here.
Okay.
So
X squared
x squared
times y prime
Yep, x squared y prime
plus
y
2x y
equals derivative of this side,
1 minus y prime.
oh y prime.
Yep. So now that was a whole lot easier than doing the derivative of the top times the bottom minus the top times the derivative of the bottom divided by the bottom squared. We just made life way easier. Okay? Not that you couldn't have done that, but I like the easy way out. So, seemed like a good option. So now, what would my next step be?
Algebra.
Get them to
You have to get them on
the y
same-
primes.
So you gotta get the y primes on what's
Yep, so I'm going to move the y primes to the left, everything else to the right. So x squared y prime plus y prime equals 1 minus 3x squared minus 2xy. Take out a y prime. Come back. So that's x squared plus 1 is equal to, all that. So then y prime is equal to 1 minus 3x squared minus 2xy divided by x squared plus 1.
Is that its simplified form?
That's where I would leave it. Now, the book is really extra. Is y over x minus x plus y squared. I would never write it that way. For the record, aka the book is crazy. I was gonna write that, but I'll just write the book.
I just want to do that.
Just this should be your answer.
I don't even understand that. book answer.
They factored.
What did they factor?
Exactly.
I guess you could take.
Don't try to understand it.
Just Leave it in what's in red. Leave it at red.
There isn't a method.
No method.
Madness.
Just
All right.
Okay.
Next problem, chain rule.
Okay.
Number 6.
We got it.
X is equal to the sine of y. Now, let me point out why this is a chain rule. Because the sine of y is what we are taking the derivative of, right? But with respect to x. So because it's with respect to x, that's why it becomes a chain rule. So, derivative of x is, and then derivative of sine is,
Cosine.
so this is going to be cosine of y. Derivative of y is
1 prime.
Y prime.
y prime. So y prime cosine y equals 1.
Wait, can you back up a second? Wait, I thought it would be cosine y prime.
No, it's a chain rule. Derivative of the whole thing. Copy down what's inside times the derivative of what's inside. So now y prime is equal to 1 divided by the cosine of y. And don't tell me we're done. What is the answer?
Oh.
1 over cosine is
Is
You got it.
secant.
Yeah.
secant of
Why?
y.
Josh was gonna get it. I was gonna steal it from you.
I was like, somebody's gonna get it.
I was thinking.
I didn't care who it was. Somebody was gonna get it.
Off topic.
Wait. Oh.
Are you still doing cookie points?
Is there a cookie
I don't.
point somewhere?
Does it look like it?
No.
Did I make a mistake?
Oh, that's why she said. I guess that's why he said off
Then-
topic. That's really nice.
Okay, so
I have a
that was
topic,
really
on
off.
topic question.
Peyton has an
Um,
on-topic question. Okay.
So it's chain rule. So what's the what's the outside?
So sine of y. If it was just sine of x, it would be no chain rule.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the derivative of y with respect to x, which means that I have to also take the derivative of the inside
so
because there's a y inside.
so the sine is the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Y is the inside.
Okay.
We just never write it as like in a parentheses because it's just one thing. It's just understood. But that's why.
I see it now because then
Wow.
the y prime comes before.
What?
Y'all can't sit by each other anymore.
Clearly not.
I thought you didn't want to sit by him because he whispered things in your ear.
He does.
You do.
Don't get him started. 8. X plus sine of y is equal to xy.
So we.
It's not a bad one.
Okay, so that's gonna be
So this
a
is
chain
this
rule,
is
right?
like
Is
product
it
rule.
of y?
What?
Is it a chain rule because it's of y?
There's a chain rule and
Product.
Hold up.
product rule.
Okay, we got
But
this.
they're not like
All right.
stuck together.
Without my prompting, I'm gonna see if you can tell me what to do.
Okay.
One.
Not all at one time, ladies. Sorry. Sorry. I'm actually not very sorry.
Would you like to continue with Peyton?
No.
I do.
I'm gonna
I
write it
wanna-
on my own.
So plus cosine y times y prime. Okay. Well, actually,
And you can write the y prime wherever. I just like to put it in front because, you know, why not?
okay, and so now we're on the product rule. So we have x times y prime plus. What would you like to continue?
Sure. One.
I'm just not writing it. You're right. I'm just not writing a 1.
One.
I was like, just keep going. I was like, I'll tell you if you're wrong. All right, now what?
Alright, so now we gotta get them on the same side. The y prime.
How?
So I would subtract x y prime to get it to the left side.
I'm assuming you want me to leave the y prime cosine of y on the left.
Yes.
down.
And then you would have y minus 1.
Okay. Next.
So we'll take out a y prime. And then send it over, divide that.
Divide what?
What?
The, oh, wait.
What?
wait, yeah, that's
Almost
true.
like you didn't finish.
Like, I took out a y prime.
Cosine y
Real.
minus x.
Did you say real?
Did it do-
I
Then,
could like do that.
now we can divide that.
Huh? Are you saying that?
You help me.
I know.
I would presume that's what you want.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
Is that all done?
The right answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at y'all go. You're already ready for implicit differentiation on your own.
Well.
I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
That was just the first part of the problems.
Oh, I thought you said first part of the problem, and I was like, wait,
Wait
it's
a
not
minute.
done. What else do I gotta do? Theory.
We're doing that tomorrow. Oh, we don't have time?
What time is it?
We have.
All right. Well, let me just explain what the next thing is that we will do tomorrow. Find dy dx and find the slope of the curve at the indicated point. So basically, they give you an equation. So I'll go ahead and write the equation that we're going to be doing, and then we'll actually pick it up tomorrow. But x squared plus y squared equals 9, and it's the point 0.03. Okay, so we will differentiate. We actually might have time. How do I differentiate this?
Derivative. 2x plus 2y, y prime.
Equals
Zero.
0.
Wait, what is
Derivative of
Is
the
it
number.
derivative or
it?
not?
Okay, never mind. Let's do that.
Now,
Okay.
I still need to get y prime by itself.
Algebra.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract the 2x, divide by 2y. So y prime is equal to negative 2x divided by 2y, which gives me negative x over y. Now, okay, we have the derivative, and normally we take the derivative at a
Point.
to get my
Slope.
slope. So now all I need to do is plug in those numbers.
Undefined.
So I get 0 over 3. 0 divided by 3 is
Zero.
0.
0 on the bottom is undefined.
So slope is 0.
Oh, I didn't even know we were. I didn't realize we were looking for slope in the.
Oh, what should they do?
I don't know. I didn't hear slope, so I was just like, okay.
Oh goody, tomorrow we get to start out with a chain rule problem.
Goody. Oh, goody.
Anyways, look at that, we finished another problem.
Let's,
Yeah,
look at
Okay.
this.